All right, so here I am today, continuing my journey to become a cab driver. And so far, here's what I've done. I should have shot a video of it, but I didn't. Let's see, when was it? I went on Wednesday. I did the safety course. And that was a 4-hour class, and when we had to take a little test. I passed the test. So then I'm doing the next thing on the list. Here, I was going to show the list. Here's the qualifying process that you have to do. Here's all the stuff you got to get done. You can see the check marks. That's where I'm at. So yeah, so first, you get the interview and a job offer. I went to the interview and I got the job offer. Then I had to go take a drug test. So I went down to where they do that, and they took urine sample, and they did cut some hairs off of my head, and I passed my drug test. So that was cool. Then once I got the results, you call back 2 days later, got the results, I passed. Then after that, you sign up for the safety class. I signed up for that, and that's what I did on Wednesday. And so I passed that. There's a test. I passed it. So now the next thing is I had to make a physical. I had to get my DOT physical. I just did that this morning. Passed with flying colors. And I got so now I've got my medical card recertified, which I hadn't done. I have a CDL and I let it lapse, and now I'm caught. Now at least I got that. So I got my DOT physical, and now I have to go. I'm here at Taxi Cab Authority. They're closed for lunch right now, so I'm just waiting for them to open. And so I have to bring to them my DOT physical. I have the paperwork that the doctor over there gave me. My DMV report, I've got that. That's my my driving record, And then there's the referral packet. That's all in here. I've got it all here. That's what all this stuff is here. So I'm going to go in and give that to them. Then what they do from there, they send me over to this other company to do fingerprinting. And that's where they fingerprint you, and then I guess they send that to the FBI, and they do another background check. So right now I'm at the Taxi Cab Authority. That's what I'm doing. Oops, oh no, I just did the thing that I didn't want to happen, and where the stuff in my folder just spilt out. The lady said, "Keep everything in order. Do not let things spill out." Hopefully I can fix it. Let's see. You can see I made a little mess there. Look at there. Everything's kind of upside down and topsy-turvy, and I don't know how that shot just came out. Okay, so that's it. I guess we'll see how it goes. It is, there's still 7 more minutes. In a couple minutes, I'm going to walk over to the door and wait by the door, I guess. They do break for lunch here. So let's get this done. The sooner I get all this stuff done, the sooner I can get out and start driving a cab instead of these ride shares. Although I have nothing against ride share per se, I just don't want to do the renting thing anymore. That's just ridiculous. The amount of money I've spent on rentals, I could have bought probably, at least one EV by now or something. Or at least had a really good down payment and made lots of payments, I don't know. But anyhow, so, all right, I'll check in later after I get this stuff done, and then we'll see where I'm at. All right, so I just finished up over there in the Taxi Cab Authority. I did, gave them all the paperwork. I had to take the test, an English proficiency test, which I passed, flying colors. And now I'm off to get fingerprinted. All right, here I am. I made it to the place, AES. They're gonna do the thing with the thing, fingerprinting. All right, so here I am at AES. I had to drive across the valley. It'd be nice if these things were closer together. Did the DOT on the west end, Went to Taxi Cab Authority way on the east end. Now this is basically the south end and cross the valley from there. After I'm done here, I got to go back to Taxi Cab Authority, finish up there, and then from there all the way back to the west side to where New Cab is at. But it is what it is. All right, I got fingerprinted. Unfortunately, what was probably a 5 or 10 minute process took, I think, like a half an hour, because this guy is really, really chatty, and he takes phone calls, and he's chatty on his phone calls. He's chatty with the receptionist. He's chatty with me. So I got to get back to Taxi Cab Authority real quick here. They're back across the other side of the town. Just looking to see if their hours. I think they're still open. It's only it's 2:07, so I got to hurry. I got to hustle though. So here I go, back to the other side of town. All right, back to the Taxi Cab Authority. Yep, there I am. Made it back. Got to turn in my stuff. And hopefully have everything done and I can go back to the cab place. Turn my paperwork in and then get set up for my training course. All right.
Asian male, 60s. Asian male, 60s, unconscious, not breathing. Can you read it?
Not breathing. I'm not sure. We have a man not breathing. He's unresponsive.
She's on.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You can switch game, let's go.
Linda's on.
We have someone downstairs to do it. Yes. Yes.
Hi, Lauren, this is Investigator Rodriguez. We're actually doing impressions on him right now. And he's not, those are no response right now. He's not breathing, no pulse. He is approximately about 7 years old.
Do you have his name or anything? No, I don't. No? Oh, okay.
We're using the defibrillator and compressions. Nothing's working as of right now.
I'm sorry. He didn't get them here.
No, we're actually gonna, we're all trained for conference. Yeah, you can use the main lobby to come in, and we're gonna be on the second floor. As of right now, no, he was just unconscious in the bathroom. Does anybody remember giving the code to him? Did you guys did anybody give the code to him? To Mr. Kim, the code to the bathroom?
No.
Do you remember?
Not that I remember, I was in my kid, but.
I'm trying to figure out how long it was before it was.
Well, Blake, remember that.
30 to 20, 30 something.
2:30, he was walking
Walking
out.
on the.
Oh, he was sitting there. Guys, just so you know, at 2:43, he was sitting outside, walked in, he's leaning over like this, now he gets down that little on camera. Leaning over against the wall, walked in here leaning, and then that's the last time he did so. 2:43. leave them as long as they're processing what's inside the door. We have Yes, sir. Can't leave out there right now.
Oh, okay. Just stand here, wait for them, I guess.
If somebody need to exit,
Yeah.
you need to go. Come with me, sir.
Oh, this way, okay. Wow. Okay, I never expected that. I just came in here. I got my permit. I got it. I'll show it later. But while I was waiting in there, pretty sure someone just died. And I saw the guy when I came out of the elevator. I wasn't videoing. Then I shut it off. But when I walked out of the elevator, there was some seats, and that's where he was sitting there, the guy who passed away. And you know, when I was sitting in the lobby there waiting for them to call my name to go to the window and get the permit, all of a sudden one of the guys working here was like, he goes, I need help, man down, call 911. And then there was this bustling, all the people working there, and someone called 911, and he was saying, yeah, there's a guy, he's down in the bathroom, he's on the ground, non-responsive, he's not breathing. And they tried CPR for like 10 minutes, and now we've got some Metro police here. You got fire department, paramedics. They had to kind of walk me out through the back door because, you know, they're doing their thing right there in that hallway. You know, to go out the normal way, and I had to go around, but yeah, that's pretty, it's kind of shocking, you know, in a way, and it's sad. It's very sad. You know, this man was just there. I think he was there to get a permit just like me. And now I'm pretty sure he's dead. They said that he wasn't breathing. They couldn't, unless these paramedics were able to revive him, but he'd been not breathing for a long time. So I think at least 10 minutes by the time they, you know, from when he was first discovered and by the time they got here and stuff. So there's that. Well, let's see. He might be alive. Hey, I don't know if you guys were able to see that. They just wheeled the guy out. He was on like a respirator, like one of those hand ones. And they're loading him into the ambulance. So praise the Lord, right? I mean, I think he's still alive. Hopefully, I don't know if he's going to survive. You know, but what, you know, hopeful for the best. Looked like he might be alive, and I really hope so. All right, well, so anyway, I don't know if you can see back there. Yeah, they just, the guy, I thought, I had a feeling, I saw all the cops come out. I had a feeling that they were, you know, bringing someone out on the gurney. I expected it to be like body bag or head covered, you know, but they had a big thing over him, and there was another, you know, EMT. You know how they have those little hand respirator things. So, you know, I don't know if that means they just have to try to keep airing him, you know, because he couldn't breathe on his own, I don't know. I guess I'll try to follow this up if it's on the news or not, if whether this person survived or not. I hope he did survive. I really do. Hoping for the best. Anyhow, look at there. I got my permit. I don't know. Was there anything on there I shouldn't show? Is there anything I don't know. I don't know if there was any, if I just doxed myself. But I might have to edit that out. I don't know. But there I am. There I am. You can see my little picture there. So this is good for 90 days, I think it says. And she said make sure you come back at least like a week ahead of this expiration date to get my permit. It says there's no grace period in the state of Nevada. Blah, blah, blah. So now I've got my permit. I feel like I'm 16 again. I got my permit. I got my driver's permit. My taxi cab driver's permit. Now I got to head back to the to YCS cab company, have them some paperwork back, and they're going to schedule me for my training, which hopefully will be next week. And it's 3 days of training, 9-hour days of training courses. They really take this cab serious stuff, cab driving stuff's cut, rewind. They really take this cab driving serious, which is good. Which is a good thing. The background checks, the fingerprinting, the DOT physical. They even make you wear a collared shirt, for crying out loud. I'm gonna have to go buy some collared shirts. I think the only collared shirts I have are some dress shirts, which I guess I could wear, but no more t-shirts for Trucker John, and I'm a t-shirt kind of guy. But I got it. And it doesn't have to be like a dress shirt. As long as it has a collar on it. And they had, as their examples, like a pullover with the collar and with like 3 buttons type of deal. I'm a quarter button kind of guy. So I'm gonna have to buy some colored colored shirts. But other than that, okay, so we had this thing. It looks like the ambulance is gone, all the EMT and fire trucks gone. Some of the cops are still here, kind of shooting the shit, comparing notes. The poor gal that issued me the permit, she was a little shaken up because she was sitting out there too. There was like kind of like a little waiting room when you step out of the elevator before you go into the main office there. And I think she was just on her break or something. She was sitting there because when I stepped out just now, when I came here after getting fingerprinted, I remember stepping out into the elevator, out from the elevator, and there was like this little waiting room, and I saw the lady who, the young lady who helped me or who did my thing. She was there, but at the time I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know if she worked. I didn't know if she worked for Taxi Cab Authority. I didn't know if she was there on a job interview, or I didn't know what the deal was, because she was out there in this sort of vestibule area in front of the elevator. And there was another person, and that was the guy. And I didn't really pay attention to him. He was some guy. I guess he was an Asian guy. Like I said, I just stepped out of the elevator. I kind of saw her more than I saw him, because she kind of looked up at me and smiled. She's a nice lady. But then I went into the office, and then I showed them my receipt and everything from the fingerprint place, and then they just told me to take a seat and I would be called. And when I was waiting to be called, that's when all this hullabaloo happened with the guy who, I don't know if he had a heart attack or what he had with this situation that happened. And then lo and behold, the young lady who did my permit, processed the permit and all that, was the lady that was sitting in that waiting area out front. And I just remember that, because I was talking to her, I go, that was the guy, right? Because she told me that she felt bad. She felt bad because she was sitting there and she saw the guy, and he looked like he was having some kind of an issue. I'm not sure how she explained it, but she knew that something was wrong. But then he got a phone call on his phone, and he seemed to be fine. So she didn't say anything, because she was thinking about saying something like, "Are you okay, sir?" you know, but she didn't say anything because he got this phone call and he started talking on the phone, and she thought, oh, he seems fine now, you know. So she felt bad that she didn't speak up, or that she didn't, you know, that she could have helped him or something. And I told, you know, so I tried to offer some, you know, something comforting to her. I say, hey, you know, don't beat yourself up. You just never know when something's going to happen, and you know, it's not your fault. You know, and she says, I know, but still, you know, still, you know, she's just thinking about, like, she was kind of rattled. So something like that, you know, I mean, she should probably take some personal days or something, because she was right next to the guy, and he was already having some sort of a health issue when she saw him there earlier, and then by the time she goes back to work, because I was sitting there, I saw when she came back to her little you know, booth there, and then it was probably about, I would say, at least 10 or 15 minutes after she came back to work, you know, to her booth, that one of the security officers or someone, I guess it was a security officer, started shouting, help, 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 I need help, man down, call 911, call 911. That's almost verbatim, okay? And that was the guy that she had been sitting near, that was in that little waiting area. So, you know, you just never know, man. You just never know. All right, I got to get going. It's 3:45 now. I got to get to the, life goes on. I got to get to the office and turn this in so that I can get scheduled for a training session. Hopefully it'll be next week and not, you know, further down. All right, so back to the other side of the valley I go. All right. Hey, look, that might be one of the cabs I'm going to be driving. Look at there. All right, so taxi management. This is for the YCS cab company. Just turned in all my paperwork. So yeah, I turned in all the paperwork. Everything was good. Everything's looking good. I start class next Tuesday. As I left, I said, see you next Tuesday to the lady, and I did not mean that, and I don't think she picked up on it. I did not mean the old thing that Liberal Dan educated me about, the see you next Tuesday. But anyhow, it will be next Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, starting at 6:15 a.m. in the morning. God, an awful hour. I have to wear my collared shirt, no ripped or torn jeans or slacks, and you got to wear slacks, no shorts, and you got to wear closed-toed shoes, which, of course, I would always wear closed-toed. So that means I'm going to have to get some collared shirts. They want you to be in dress code for these training sessions. So 3 days of training next week, and then after that, I guess if you pass all that, you know, you make it through those 3 days, I guess you can get into a car, because I'll have my permit. Which I already showed you my permit. Anyhow, you've seen the permit. It's in here. It's in the file somewhere. And so there's that. What a day. What a day, huh? I got my physical today. Went back to the TA. That's the Taxi Cab Authority. You started all the process there of to start my permit, and then from there they sent me to the back across town to the fingerprint place. Got the fingerprints done. Went back to Taxi Cab Authority to finish up and get the actual driver's permit that you guys saw that I had earlier. While that happened, we had a guy who I think may have died, actually, after my last thing that I taped from there, as I was leaving, I pulled up there was a bunch of cops and they were out talking. I pulled up next to one of the officers and I just said, I rolled my window down and I said, hey, did that gentleman pass away? And he goes, well, he had a pulse. He goes, he did have a pulse when they hauled him out, and so that's all I know. I guess I don't know if he's going to make it. And I just was wondering, because I was up there when all that happened, And, so I was just curious if he had survived or not. And he said, yeah, I don't know. He had a pulse, and that's all I can tell you. So he did have a pulse. That's at least encouraging. But, they were having to help him breathe with that little ventilator, that little hand-powered ventilator thing. So I don't know. Hopefully he made it. If I find out, I guess I can mention it in some other video somewhere down the line. That's it. So now I got to go charge up the car. I'm down to probably 18% or something, state of charge. So I'm going to go find a place to charge. I know there's one nearby, and I'll probably charge up, maybe get something to eat, and then probably go out and start doing some Lyft driving for tonight, because it is Friday night. It's going to be a busy night, so got to get her done. Got to get her done. My career as a cab driver is just about to start. All right. Wow, what a day. What a day. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for, if you made it this far in the video, say new cab. So that's what I'll be driving for. Hopefully. I still got to make it through the training, but so maybe say new cab in the comments, just for the heck of it. All right, guys, this video is over.